Good morning, students. I am MANIKANT MISHRA. So, yesterday we had discussed about the corrosion. The corrosion. What is a corrosion? So, destruction of metal layer by layer due to atmospheric gases. In fact, corrosion has a very harmful effect. When we talk about the corrosion, the most of the harmful effect we talk about the iron only, because iron is one of the most important and widely used in all the sectors. So often we can call as iron as the backbone of industry. But one of the disadvantage of iron that it corrodes very fast. Like a building, bridge, ship made up of iron. Often we hear that a building collapse, bridges collapse. So ship, bridge made up of iron, which is in open atmosphere, in open air. So the corrosion takes place fast if we do not take care and do not have a proper maintenance. So it means the bridge made up of iron, there is need of lot of attention, lot of care. If you do not do it, then there is a prone to accident. If the accident takes place, then lot of casualties takes place, lot of lives is at a risk. So there is a need to take care, there is a need of lot of maintenance takes place due to corrosion, due to rusting of iron. On the other hand, this corrosion has an advantage. Like aluminium metal, when it comes in contact of atmospheric oxygen, it forms a layer of oxide. This oxide layer do not allow further to reach the underneath aluminium. Further any moisture, acid, alkali are not reaches the underneath surface of aluminium. So it forms a protective layer of aluminium oxide. So here there is a advantage of the corrosion. So the advantage of corrosion is that in the case of aluminium metal, it reacts with atmospheric oxygen and forms a very protective layer of aluminium oxide. This aluminium oxide layer do not allow the moisture or even dilute acid or alkali to reach the underneath surface of aluminium. So this is one of the advantages of corrosion. Now, how to overcome, how to reduce the rate, how to minimize the rate of corrosion? What are the ways to prevent it from corrosion? So very simple, like by oiling and painting. When we apply oil or apply paint, it disconnect the surface of metal with atmospheric gases. So it minimizes the rate of corrosion, reduces the rate of corrosion. Next, by greasing. When we apply grease in a machinery part, even in the car, bike, cycle, rim of a cycle or various parts of a cycle, then it also prevents from the corrosion. By coating the surface on the surface of iron metal of higher reactive metal, like on the surface of iron, magnesium metal, zinc metal, chromium metal are coated with the help of electrolysis process, so called electroplating. Often we also call it as when we apply chromium metal on iron article, then it is called chrome plating. When we apply electroplated with nickel metal, we call it as a nickel plating. When we apply zinc metal on iron article, we call it as a galvanization. So what is a galvanization? The process of depositing a thin layer of zinc over the iron article. Highly reactive metal also, though this zinc is also more reactive than iron, magnesium metal is also deposited over the iron article. It is also called cathodic protection. The deposition of magnesium metal over the iron article is also called cathodic protection. Anodization, it is only meant for the aluminum article. The process of depositing a thick layer of oxide layer over the aluminum article is called anodization. In this process, dilute sulfuric acid, 40% strength of sulfuric acid is taken as electrolyte, and aluminum metal itself acts as the role of anode. That's why it is called anodization. Also, tinning is done. It means on an iron article, a layer of tin metal is deposited, and this is called tinning. Next is by alloying. What is alloy? Alloy is a homogeneous mixture of two or more metals or metal and non-metal. It also helps to overcome from the corrosion. And apart from the protection from the corrosion, alloy has also a wide range of use. Like, in order to get the desired properties of a metal, we prepare alloy. Like a pure iron is a very soft. On heating, it stretches easily. So it cannot be used as such to make the railway track. So to make it or in other sector, to make it a little strong, we add carbon metal. When we add carbon metal in a wrought iron, then it becomes steel, which is tough and hard and strong. So by mixing carbon, iron becomes hard and strong. Next, to modify the reactivity of metal. In some metal, like a sodium is a highly reactive metal. As you put the sodium metal in water, it violently reacts, but its rates can be minimized to reduce by adding mercury metal. So Sodium and mercury together, it is called amalgam. Sodium amalgam. So when we talk about the amalgam, it means one of the constituent is mercury. So aluminum metal that reacts with water very slowly, but when we add mercury metal, its rates increases. So it means alloy can modify the rate of reactivity. One place where it can reduce the rate, another place where it can increase the reactivity. Alloy has also increased the tensile strength. Like when we mix iron metal along with the chromium metal, then the tensile strength of iron increases very high. Similarly, when we mix iron with tungsten metal, again the tensile strength and hardness increases. It also protects from the corrosion. As I said, when iron is mixed with chromium and nickel, forms stainless steel, which do not resist at all. So these are the objective of making alloy. What are those? To increase the tensile strength, to prevent it from corrosion, to increase the reactivity, So these are the objective of making alloy. Thank you. Have a nice day.